In this video, I want to show you guys how to, well, not necessarily show you how to do it because it's pretty well self-explanatory, but give you a couple tips on scrapping out jumper cables. Now, there's different styles of jumper cables. There's going to be, you know, your fairly expensive sets that's going to be pretty nice yielding. This happens to be one of the more expensive sets. And I don't know if you can tell there, but that's solid copper in the line. Some of these will have an aluminum wrapped copper, and I have seen them, believe it or not, with just straight aluminum. Now, one of the tips I can give you is cutting these wire. That's pretty thick wire, and I tell you what I use to cut my wire is a I don't know what these things are called, but they're made to cut PVC pipe, you know, like you do your water and stuff with. But the blade is very durable, and I don't know if you can tell that blade's got a little bit of injury to it, I guess. But I've been using these things a long time to cut wire. So anything up to that thickness or even more, I mean, it pops right through them. And it has like a ratchet style. You just open it up and then like that, and it closes down pretty quick, and you can get back here on the end of the handles and just pop, and it'll come right off. So we've already cut the majority of our clamps off, and you can see there's about 6 more inches of good copper in there. So what we'll do once we get these cut off is right there's a rivet. We'll use our trusty dusty drill that rivet out and get that copper out of the inside there, or get that wire out and get it ready to harvest. Now, I'll try to get this and do it with one hand, but I've got the arms of an 8-year-old girl, so I'm not sure if I can do this one-handed or not, but with the ratchet we'll try to get it done. So just get as close to your clamp handle there as possible, and get that to ratchet down on there, and see just how quick that popped off. I mean, these things are amazing, and like I said, I done it with one hand there. If you got 2 hands on it, you can really cut through some pretty serious stuff. I've cut through some older style battery cables and clamps and that kind of thing with them, so they really work good. They're worth you know, spending a couple of bucks you know, to have a set of these in your scrapping toolbox. So I'm going to get the rest of these taken off, and we'll take one of these out, take the rivet out, and we'll take this wire, strip it down, and I'll come back and show you what we've able to harvest out of this set of jumper cables. Okay, we got everything taken apart. This is all be for shred. This is the pieces and stuff of the handle and clamps left, and that's what our wire looked like coming out of it. That's not all of it. It's pretty dark. I guess after used a lot, they have a molecular reaction, and the rubberized stuff will turn the copper a dark color. That would be number 2, but what we done is we cleaned it up and turned it into number 1, or Bear Bright. So I mean, it's a pretty good hunk of altogether of copper there that comes out of those jumper cables. And I will be posting a video on a cheap, quick way to turn this dark tinged wire into number 1, or Bear Bright. So that is what we'll yield from our jumper cables that we've scrapped out. Again, thanks for watching, and happy scrapping.